Yo, welcome in this new video. Today we're going to talk about the one mistake that you should not do when you build and launch a mobile application. So that's a mistake that I have made, so I can tell you a lot about it. Let's go. Before we talk about this, let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Auro, also known as Borombo. I'm a mobile app developer and app entrepreneur. I'm building mobile application and making money out of it. Also, I'm a teacher and mentor for people that want to learn how to build their own application. And I'm doing educational videos like this one to help people do the same thing. Okay, so what's the one mistake that you should not do if you're building a mobile application? And actually, it also works with like every type of application. It could be like a web application, and it could just be a project. Actually, it also works with like everything that you want to kind of sell to someone. It could be a project, an application, a service, or something. That mistake is to not know about like who you're targeting, who your audience is. So that's a mistake that I have made. If you don't know who your target is, you're targeting everyone, and by targeting everyone, you're targeting no one. For example, for myself, my app does voice memo summary. So for all your voice memo that you will record, you could get a summary and key points. Everything is generated with AI. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. It works very well, and it could be used for a lot of things. And at the beginning, I did this because I needed it myself, and some people told me, yeah, it would be cool if I could use it too. So I made this application, but I did not have a proper target. At the beginning, I got a little bit of traction because of the people that were interested about this, but then I kind of struggled with acquisition because I was like, okay, I don't know who to target because I'm targeting like every people that just take voice note, and that's way too vague because everyone on earth with a phone can take a voice note actually. So that's not precise at all. So acquisition start to be really hard, and it's not talking to people. Even if people will be a little bit interested about my app, they will find out my app, they will be like, oh, I'm gonna try this. They will be like, how do I use it? I don't know what I should record with this, what I should do with the summary, and they're like kind of don't know what to do. Instead of having like a proper audience to target, you will know who you're targeting and how you should talk to them, and they will also know how to use your product, service, application, whatever. So for example, for me, I could have targeted a lot of people. I could have targeted, I don't know, like lawyers to record like things at the court. I could have target like students to record like lectures. I could like target professionals that record a lot of like meetings. For example, I could have target journalists that use it to record like meetings that they do or stuff from people. Like I could have target a lot of people, but I target like no one. That's what was my mistake, and that's something that you should do at the beginning, like even before like starting to develop your application, being like, okay, I have this idea, who I'm targeting with. So there is two cases. Either like you already know exactly who you're targeting because you're making, for example, your app for a student that studies medicine, which is a little bit more precise. Or maybe you have just an app idea and you don't know who you're targeting, and then you should think about it. The more targeted you are, the best it is, because some people will be like, oh, but if I'm too niche, too targeted, it will be hard to find these people. No, that's the other way around. It's better if you have like, if you're like really niche, really targeted, because you can really talk to this specific people and they will know that the project that you're making is made for them. So you can have like really variable feedback and then find more people like them. So for example, if your app or like project is for student that studies medicine, you can also be like a more precise. For example, if they want to like, for example, specialize in psychologist or like gynecologist, I don't know. So you can be specific on this. If they are in their first year of studying, last year of studying, like you can be as precise as possible. And for me, who made the mistake to just target everyone, what I could do right now is just to be like testing out like which audience will be the best. So if you don't know, you can just try it out. So for example, for me, I can be like, okay, my application is too vague. I will first target journalists, for example. I'll be like, okay, now this will be an app for journalists, so I will target journalists. I will rebrand a little bit my application, go to talk to journalists, finding the use case that will be useful for journalists and see if they react to this. See if they're like, oh, that's something really useful that I will use. I would prefer to have this like this like this, or I'm ready to pay for this. If I can feel that some people that are interested about this, I would go that way. But if I feel that they're not really interested, they're like, okay, I'm not using, that's not how I work, you know, your application could not fit in my workflow, I would be like, okay, that's maybe not the right audience, and then I will try another one. So that's the thing to keep in mind. Always have a target audience. If you already have a target audience from the beginning, try to niche down even more. If you don't, just try multiple audience and see which one works the best with your ID. And also, last advice, at the end of the day, if you try a lot of audiences and you see that it's not working, maybe you should change the project, tweak it a little bit, or go to the next ID. But this will be the topic for another video. So yeah, I hope this one will helpful, that you learn something. If it's the case, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel to not miss the next video. I see you soon for another one, and until then, peace.